actually want to know what are blackheads, where they're coming from, how to get rid of them, how to prevent from coming and how to treat them. So you might stay with me. Let's talk about these not good looking black spots. We call them blackheads. So actually we dermatologists are not calling them blackheads, we're calling them comedones. So what are comedones and what are blackheads? I could actually show you these really funny pictures you see all over the internet, right? Like with very complicated details, but you just probably get confused, as all my patients are. So let's actually draw. This is what I do in my office as well, to give a little bit more of an understanding how blackheads are occurring and what actually they are and how to treat them. Okay, so let's start. I tried to come from on top, so it's going to be a little bit problematic, but I hope you can follow me. If you saw my other videos, for example, how to prevent pimples after threading or picking or pulling, you probably know a little bit. So let's start. Okay, so just imagine your skin is like this little cobblestone wall, right? The mortar between the bricks between the mortar, one layer over the others. This is the top and this is the lower part. I hope you see it. Okay, so just imagine it is a well sealed kind of cobblestone. Now suddenly it got disrupted by a hair bulb. This is a hair you almost don't see all over the face, and this is a hair bulb. So it's a little bit like a goosebump through, or like a flower through the bedroom. There is a gap, and this gap becomes wider or shorter with hormonal changes. So now we are with the first kind of reason why you are actually getting blackheads, particularly in the, starting from age of 11 or maybe also earlier, or around 15 or 16 or even later on, because during this time your hormones are getting crazy because of testosterone, right? We're actually getting this problem, like opening these kind of gaps. So one reason, or definitely the hormones. So we're coming to treatments later. Okay, so the next thing is, of course, one big issue. These are the bacterials, right? You see them, the bad guys there. These are the acne bacterium propionibus. Very funny name. So let's talk about them like party people. Here, they really can't enter. But if the gap is opening, what's happening? Yeah, exactly. They're going all the way down and actually making big party down there. And this is the sebaceous gland. The sebaceous gland, it's something what is like a party room with a lot of great food. Because of your hormones, the sebaceous glands are producing more oil, more sebum, and what's happening, you get more oilier skin. And this is actually the really great food kind of, or a room with a lot of great food. They're just waiting for the bacteria coming in. And if the hormones are making crazy, they're actually entering like crazy and are growing. And sometimes with all the kind of dead skin cells, the bacterials, and actually also with the sebum, if there's not enough space down there, what's happening? They got stuck in this little small channel. And this little small channel, this is, if it gets oxidized in top, so oxygen is actually reacting with these kind of things, then we call it blackhead, because we're just seeing the top round brown spots, which is actually the top of all the whole channel. So, and this is what's disturbing us, because the problem is not the blackhead by itself, but the problem is if you're starting to kind of squeeze around with dirty fingers, or not washing your face, not disinfecting, these thing could be tremendously infected and turn into a whitehead, and then into nodules, and then really catching problems, because the most problematic way of all acne things is actually developing scarring. But this is a different video, so we'll not talk about acne scars right now. So let's go back on these blackheads. So how to avoid actually. And there are kind of different possibilities. So in my one video I talked about how to wash your face. It's very important to actually wash them away, right? So try not to get them a living space. So no touching, washing them well in the morning and the evening, and not doing crazy things with your fingers, but these are also different kind of topics. So minimizing the bacterials. So if ideally is this with a dermatologist, like 3 things available which are ingredients killing bacterials. So actually the main one you can get free over the counter is the benzoyl peroxide. This is an ingredient, sometimes very irritating, but it's a great killer for these acne bacterials. Of course, there are some antibiotics which we dermatologists like to describe as solutions in washing detergents, as creams, but also in kind of tablets. But right now we try to avoid everything with antibiotics. Reducing the bacterial is for you the most important part. So wash your face in the morning and evening, use the right towel. Look my video how to wash your face. Using a very light cream, so no oils. There's a couple of questions about oils. Guys, please no oils. Why? Because it's like a glass house. These bacteria making party under the oil tent. So what you think is oil is just covering. So it's getting warm and the bacteria really feeling great under this kind of glass house. So no facial oils. I promise I will do another video just about it. Another way, because what's also happening, getting trapped here is meaning a lot of also dead skin cells here on top, and we really want and closing actually here. So in order to avoid all the trapping, we have to remove these dead skin cells there on top to get the turnover, because if we remove the dead skin cells on top, the production, which is always from lower part to the top, gets pushed. So I call it turnover, and this is what ingredients like salicylic acid, right, BHA we call them, beta-hydroxy acid, or AHA, alpha-hydroxy acid, glycolic acid. So it sounds a little bit complicated, but it's not. So again, killing bacterials with benzoyl peroxide or antibiotics, washing, trying to reduce bacterials, removing the dead skin cells without touching the healthy ones to push everything what is down there to the top that nothing gets trapped. And these are ingredients like BHA or AHA, so alpha-hydroxy acid or beta-hydroxy acids are salicylic acids. I will give you some examples down there, and also alpha-hydroxy acids, which are great as well. I also give you some examples. And the next one is, of course, using very light creams, because as I said, no oils, no covering. So maybe some of you get confused if I say cream, look for lotions. Look at my other video where I explain about creams, lotion or gels. Okay, retinols, I forgot, vitamin A's are also a very sufficient ingredient. Let me explain quick. Retinols are vitamin A's, and what they're doing, they're pushing the production from the lower part to the top, that everything comes out. This is why you're experiencing sometimes dry skin. So just an overview about blackheads, how to treat them, how to avoid them, and what they are. So I hope you liked it. Give me a thumb if you like it. Give me some questions, some comments down there that I hopefully can also make a Q&A. And see you till the next time. Wish you all the best. Bye bye.